Welcome to the new episode of State of Flux. It's the 10th episode, I think the third one from Radio Chaos, right? I'm very happy to have 𝘙𝘌𝘈 Oudman today with us. Just arrived from where? From Lisbon, right?
I just arrived from Lisbon, yes. 3 days ago, first time in Rome.
So I'm very happy that your first time Rome it's with us at the Sanctuary with State of Flux. We always invite new artists to show their vision and their perspective in Rome. So basically I think all the guests we invited, they were playing for the first time ever in Rome. So I'm very happy that today you are adding on this fantastic roster. So as usual with State of Flux, we are exploring the musical vision of our guest through his music, of course. So I will ask you to pick up 3 songs that put you in a state of flux. So in that kind of state where nothing else matters and we are just flowing into the music, which is, I think, the reason why we started DJing, no?
Yes, definitely.
But we know that there are a lot of different kind of music and tracks. So some tracks are banger and we play it for the dance floor. Some tracks are good because they just put us in a good vibe. But this music, these tracks that put us in this state of flux are for me, are like gems. Are not easy to find. Are very rare, and that's what I look for when I dig for new music. I don't know if it's the same for you.
Yes, I mean for me, I think you can have a banger that also puts you in a state of flux. Let's say
that's the combination is the killer
the best
one. The combination is definitely the best one. So, but what tell a bit more about your path into the music. How did you start DJing? What brought you to this magical world?
I started DJing a very, very long time ago. I think I started DJing in 96 or 98. I think I was at the time 16 years old. I was really into drum and bass, and then I asked my dad to buy me a turntable. So I bought one turntable. Then I had to wait 1 more year to collect enough money to buy a second turntable, and then slowly bought a mixer. So everything was little by little. So I think it took me maybe 2 or 3 years until I managed to have the 2 turntables and the mixer and some records. In the beginning, I was just using my dad's records because my father is Dutch and my mom was Portuguese, and he was a hippie that moved to Portugal in the 70s, and they had a very cool bar at the time in the Algarve in the south of Portugal.
So you were born in Portugal?
Yes, I was born in I was born in the north of Portugal, but my parents had a bar in the south of Portugal because that's where they met. My dad was on holidays.
I love Algarve. I always go there to surf.
It's very nice. And I think since the beginning I always had music in the house. My dad and my mom had a very good musical taste. And I think this was a little bit after the revolution in Portugal in the 70s. So at the time, my father would bring all the, let's say, the cool vinyls from Holland. He would play them in his bar. So I think the bar was also a success because of this, because he was playing a lot of different music that people in Portugal were not used to. So I think the music was always in my blood. And and then I started DJing when I was 16, 17. Started doing drum and bass parties with my friends in a university, and I think after 1 year we were already doing parties with maybe 1,000, 1,500 people.
Wow!
Since the very beginning. And it just stayed with me in my blood. Then I moved to Scotland, study architecture. I was listening to a lot of drum and bass. That's also when I started listening to kind of electro and techno as well. So slowly I started buying some of those records as well. And then I finished university. I finished the architecture, but the music was always with me. So since then, for the last 20 years, I always did a lot of things. My architecture office, different jobs, but music was always with me, and I always played records. I always organized parties. I think it's now 25 years that I'm organizing parties in Bali, in Berlin, in Lisbon, in Mexico.
Everywhere. So you're musical globetrotter. But we're gonna discover more about this later. Now I'm very curious to listen to the first track that you choose, that you brought here us today. So tell me which is the track, what's the title, and let's listen to it. And after
All
you
right.
tell me why you choose this.
Okay, so the track is called Ice Jungle with Diamond Dancer, who is a singer. And the track, if I'm not mistaken, is from 𝘕𝑈𝑥.
Let's go, play it.
Hustle and bustle of the streets. Changing the world can be hard when snowflakes melt in your eyes. Man, it's a jungle out there, a jungle, and I need a retreat. A retreat, 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 a retreat. Can you hear it? Perfect melody washes over me, massages the tension away, and I'm drifting, drifting, drifting as the beats swarm the chill off my soul. Daily grind like treading through swampland. Changing the world can be hard with monkeys hanging on your back. And man, it's a jungle out there. I need a retreat. Ice. Jungle. Jungle. Ice. Jungle. Jungle. Ice. Jungle. Jungle. Ice. Jungle. Jungle. Ice. Retreat from the jungle. Retreat to my house. Drifting, drifting, drifting. Changing the world can be hard when snowflakes melt in your eyes. Keep drifting. I'm so glad to be home. In my house music.
Wow, wow, wow. What a fantastic tune, really. Congratulations. We were speaking a lot while the track was running, so probably now we have to repeat all the conversations. So
We can do it.
so also the listeners can listen what we were speaking about. But really, I was just saying that I'm really aligned to this vibe, the vibe of the track you played. It's really a kind of sound in which I'm digging a lot lately. And I was surprised because I was not expecting to love this music so much. I mean, playing, of course, listening. Yeah, I always listen to this kind of music because we have a kind of similar background. My father also was a kind of EPN musician, and he was into this jazz music. So I grew up listening to his records. So very, very similar. I think we are more or less the same age, and so probably our parents also are more or less the same age. So we share this common background. And I always listened to this kind of music, but playing it, I was not feeling so much confident until like a couple of years ago. But it's a path that started a couple of years ago, and now I feel I have enough preparation, and I feel very confident when I play this stuff, and I'm completely in love. It's hard to play it in a club though, because probably it's not you need a very educated dance floor that can understand this kind of vibe. But when I have the chance, I'm very happy to play it. So thank you so much for playing this kind of music, and because I feel very aligned with this.
Yeah, thank you. It's recently, I think, like you were saying, been feeling very comfortable with hearing more of this kind of music and playing also this kind of music. I think DJs are like red wine, you know. The older they are, the better they are. And I think as you get older, you start caring less, maybe, about what other people might think of your music or not. And you feel more confident about playing what you want. And also, not in a selfish way, no, not just playing what you want when nobody's going to care. But I think being confident enough to play something that maybe is a little bit stranger or is a little bit deeper or is not so easy. No, it's not that easy, like, oh my god, this track is killer. But I think as time goes by, I feel more and more confident to play this kind of music also in a club setting. And what you were saying before, I think we're at the same age, so we probably have a lot of the same references. And I think also what shaped a lot of my music was after my parents separated, my mom had an Italian boyfriend who actually had an Italian he had a radio show here on 𝘃𝘈𝘒 in Milan for many years. So he was interviewing people like Miles Davis, and he was I think, a radio host for maybe 30 years in 𝘃𝘈𝘒. So I think a lot of the jazz influence also comes from that.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, when jazz bumps inside electronic music, when it's done with class and with elegance, the combination, it's incredible. So I'm very curious, are you thinking to play this kind of music also tonight at the Century? You prepared something, or you're gonna just... So, and the question is for tonight, but it's also generally, I mean, you are the kind of DJ that goes in a venue like preparing something, or you really improvise, you just go there and feel the vibe, feel the situation, and you decide at the moment?
I used to prepare a lot, but I think since 5 years maybe I stopped preparing, because I realized actually the more you prepare, the worse it is, because then you go into a situation with a plan, and in reality actually, like most plans, the more you plan, the harder it is actually. So I started not preparing so much, and I've realized it's much easier, because then I go into the room thinking, like, really looking around, feeling what the DJ that played before me is doing, feeling the room, reading the crowd, and then I feel it's much easier to play, and I can play better because I'm not prepared. I'm just playing what I think the people want to hear.
That's a good approach. So, which are your thoughts about tonight? What are you expecting from the Century?
I have no expectations. I mean,
Better
everybody says
expectations.
this, but I think it's something that comes with age. I think the least expectations you have about something, the better it's going to be. I think also coming to Rome the first time, I knew everybody told me it's going to be beautiful, and it is very beautiful. So even more beautiful than I imagined. So I think it's going to be the same with the club also.
For sure. I have to say that the audience, I mean, at least in our events, State of Flux, the audience is probably the most open that you can find in Rome or at the Century, because they are used to guests that have a very wide musical range. So even if maybe when you look at the people, you also at the venue, you can think that the venue is a bit maybe posh, or a bit classy. People, in Italy, they come always very well dressed, and on this.
I noticed that in the last days.
So the people that of course, they don't come with this rave attitude or rave outfit, but you don't have to think that they are not open to this kind of music, because despite the look, they are very open to listen whatever. So I have to say that a lot of DJs, also big headliners, they do, I don't want to say mistake, but of course they, touring DJ, most of the time their mindset goes like with an algorithm. So they go, they see, okay, the club is expensive, the food is expensive, the venue is classy, the girls are on with high heels, everybody is well dressed. So it's kind of commercial. I have to go easy. I can understand that they think like this, but it's not the case of State of Flux at the Century. So it's true, everything I said is true. It's a bit expensive, posh, people, it's well dressed. But if you play rave music, they are open to listen to it, and they might like it. So this is a clash that is very, very interesting, and it's one of the reasons why I like very much to do my party at the Century, and I didn't. As we were speaking before, I never thought of moving or changing venue, because I really like this clash, this contrast between the kind of music I can play and my guest can play, and the venue and the people. It's very, I'm very attracted by contrasts in music, or also in the situation where I play.
Yeah, I guess it's, don't judge a book by its cover, right?
Exactly. So I know that beside being a DJ, you're also a music curator. So I'm also very curious about this aspect of your musical spectrum, because I'm a music curator too. So just tell us a bit more about this. How did you started, and how do you feel? Not only, performing, but also curating nights and artistic program of other venues.
Well, I guess, it's when you start organizing parties, somehow you are a curator, but this kind of happens, not intended, but you kind of stumble upon it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, actually, wait, I'm booking DJs and I'm curating the night. So this started very early.
Yeah, it's sometimes when you no, of course, but when you do it for your own party, for your own brand, for your own event, it's kind of easy, So when you do a music curator for not for your event, but for other people, other events, other venues, it's a bit different, the approach,
It's definitely very, but I think
because you gotta read the mind of other people. You gotta.
But I think it's also about like having confidence in your taste, no? So since now 3 months I started a new job, so I'm now the how do you call it? The musical, the cultural and musical programmer for 𝘍𝘓𝘕, which is a brand from Mexico. So it's a hotel that started in Tulum maybe 12 years ago. I think it's very famous for its parties. It was one of the first hotels in Tulum that was doing parties, and that really helped grow the scene in Tulum.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know 𝘍𝘓𝘕 very well. I think in our scene it's very known. I played there a lot of times at B, at 𝘍𝘓𝘕, at Macondo, in the beach, in several different situations. So it's a very interesting place where you can showcase and propose your
it's
vision.
a beautiful place, and I think it's going through a process, the company, where basically in the next 5 years it's going to open around 7 to 8 new hotels around the world, more or less. So next year we're opening Madrid and Ibiza. Both hotels are around 150 to 200 rooms. Both have a nightclub, a speakeasy bar. We're going to have live music. We're going to do art exhibitions. So it's a lot of work, a lot of curating. But what's very exciting for me actually is that it's not, let's say for my position at least, is that I'm not just creating music. I'm going to be able to create art, also what kind of events we're doing there. So it's very exciting. But it's, like you said, it's different, right? You're not curating your own thing, but I feel now, again, also because I'm older, where I have a strong belief in my capabilities and in my taste. And of course, I do adapt and I'm going to adapt, obviously, my own personal taste for the venue, for the day of the week that it is, where it is, no? So it involves, there's a lot more variance, let's say. But I'm super excited to do it, and I'm feeling very confident that I'm going to do a good job. I think this year for Tulum, where we have parties every day from the 1st of January to the 20th of January, I think most people will already feel that there is a change in the music direction. I'm booking some of the old favorites that normally play there, but I'm also bringing a couple of DJs from Berlin, some from Amsterdam. So also changing a little bit the general vibe there.
So from the 1st January until the 20th?
Yes.
Every day?
Every day. So it's like a little festival. 20 days of intense partying.
The infamous Tulum high season.
Yes, which is very short, but very intense.
Very intense. But then, you keep on booking, no? Not every day, but 𝘍𝘓𝘕 and B are doing still events.
Yes, my position is global programmer. So there will be... let's say somebody I'm going to be working with for each of the locations, which is going to be the curator for that location. So one for Tulum, one for Madrid, one for Ibiza, but it will be in a team environment, and then I will, let's say, oversee all the bookings and the strategies.
So how do you select? For example, you listen to some records and you are very touched by by a producer, and you break down like a list, or you just dig inside the people. I'm very curious.
No, I'm super open, and I think because also I still do bookings for a stage at a festival, at Garbage Festival next to Berlin. So and also for me, I think let's say my main, where I really learned the most was when I started doing my parties in Bali. I lived there for 10 years. And because every guest that was coming to play once a month was somebody that would normally stay for a week in Bali, so I kind of developed this system where, one, I guess that I have some golden rules, no? One, the music has to be amazing. And the second rule is that they need to be nice and good people. So I do my research with other people that work in the music industry. I ask them, look, do you know this person? Do you know this person? Are they good people? Are they not good people? So this is kind of my system. So music and personality. And this is still what I do. So if, we all know there's some people can be a little bit complicated to work with. And if that's the case, for me, it doesn't really matter how famous they are. It's a no-go.
I agree. I totally agree. Thank you so much for this deep focus inside your part of musical curator. I think it's very interesting to know that beside being a DJ, I mean, an artist has different sides. No, a lot of people think that when you DJ, you just DJ, while there are a lot of things that you can do beside DJing. So, can't wait to listen to your second pick of the day. I guess if it's gonna be as beautiful as the first one, we are gonna listen to something very special. So, yeah.
dance. When you shake and you move and you start to feel the groove. I love to watch you dance. When the music takes control of your body. When you feel the bass. Close your eyes and you just let go.
Another great tune. Thank you so much. You didn't tell us the title of the track and the artist.
It's called I Love to Watch You Dance by DJ Dennis, and it's a track from the 90s, so I have a bit of a fixation with everything that is 90s house music, and I think this is a track that I've been playing probably since the beginning. I think for 10 years maybe that I have this track, and it's always been in my folder since forever.
Nice. Very different vibe from the one before, no?
Yes,
very different. Yes. So
a bit more tribal.
Yes, yeah. more also, yeah, tribal. Yeah, from the I could feel this 90s touch. Now it's a wave, no? It's coming back with a lot of strength. This 90.
Yeah, I think also like good tech house. There's a lot of people playing what some consider shitty tech house, but the good tech house from the 90s.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. No? I mean, I think a good example of that is Marco Carola, who in the 90s was making, in early 2000s was making
incredible
amazing
music.
House music.
Incredible music.
And now, not so much.
Yeah, this happened. I mean, this is a conversation that I often have with a lot of colleagues, so I also want to know your opinion. I think that when a DJ becomes so huge, maybe we're not. Maybe, I mean, of course they are DJ, but not only DJs now. These are like huge personalities that transcend, I think, the simple figure persona of DJ. They of course they want to reach the widest range of audience as possible, and so probably they decide to play easier, because the easier you play and you have already a big fan base, the biggest your fan base can become. One of the DJ I was respecting a lot years ago was Solomon. I mean, when Solomon started this party at Pacha the first party on Sunday that was just for workers. I used to work in Ibiza 15 years ago, and the first edition of 𝘙𝘕𝘈 was just a party for workers. The people with season pass were entering for free, and it was only us. I mean, no tourists, not so many people. It was the worst, like the less crowded party of Pacha at that time. Everybody was going to 𝘵𝑃𝑔𝘄𝘓 on Thursday, 𝘹𝑅𝑂𝑀 famous, made in Italy and all this. So Sunday, 𝘙𝘕𝘈 and Pacha was like, okay, who wants to go there, no? And we were going because it was free and the vibe was cool, and we were all people from the island. And the music was incredible because it was something very new. That kind of melodic techno at that time simply didn't exist. this
He does it well.
No,
He does it very well still today. I have a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, definitely. But it changed a lot. I mean, it's the I could see the pioneerism at that time. Now not anymore. Still, of course, King 𝘙𝘕𝘈, but the music he plays, it's much more easier, no? And made, and also the releases on dynamic. You don't go now. You don't dig into dynamic to find something fresh and new, and you go to find bangers.
Big room
Big
techno,
room.
how they call it. No?
Exactly, but at that time, dynamic was releasing underground, because it was an underground label. It was releasing underground jams, very forward-thinking music. Now it's not like this anymore. But I mean, I don't think we can blame them, because it's. I think it's a process when you decide to become a superstar and you succeed, because of course it's not easy. But when you succeed, then I think you need to be. It's quite normal that your music, the music you play, it's easier. What do you think?
Yes, it's. No, I agree. I think, and I think it's also a little bit maybe laziness. I think because you kind
You think so?
I think there's a bit of laziness aspect.
So you don't think it's on purpose? It's a project. You think it's just?
I think it's a mix of. I think it's like when you've reached a top or a certain level, right? All humans, with anything we do, we become complacent and we become lazy. So it's like, okay, I made it this far, so maybe I don't need to push it anymore. I don't need to research so much music. I don't need to. I don't need to look for special songs that put you in a state of flux, or whatever you want to call it. I think there's an aspect of laziness to it, and I think, of course, also when you play very big rooms, maybe the crowd is also not as educated. No, because I mean, if you have a crowd of, let's say, up to 1,000 people, 2,000 people, those people are all there for a reason, right? When you get into numbers like 50,000 people or 20,000 people, I would say probably 70% of those people went there because somebody told them that it was going to be good, or they saw a video on Instagram that told them that they should feel that they should go to be part of something, and so that they can repost it on Instagram. No, so I think that's what happens when you get to that number. And then, of course, you have to play songs that are much easier to understand, because half of those people don't really know why they're there.
Yeah,
I have a feeling it's also that.
I totally agree. By the way, we're doing this conversation in English, but I mean, I see that you're very confident, but we could do also in Spanish. You speak also Spanish, no?
I speak Spanish also.
And Italian, because your mother had an Italian boyfriend.
Capi un po'.
No, which is your level of Italian?
Very low.
Very low. Okay.
I think he was good a couple years ago, but now it's very low.
Okay.
I understand most of it though.
So we keep on speaking English. So, which is the third track you picked up for us?
Should I say it? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is it's called Grandmaster. It's a song from 𝘍𝑅𝑂𝑀 from Tectonics.
Oh.
It's actually not his song. It's an edit he made of a very old track. And I think it was the track that I heard the most during the pandemic, because there was no clubs, no nothing. So this was like a track that always put me in a very good mood, and that put everybody else in a good mood. So I think I was listening to this maybe 3 times a week or something, or when there was a little illegal party in the house of somebody, we would all listen to this track.
So let's listen.
master lover. The feelings coming at you, baby. I'm like a boiling pot. Once you remove the top, it won't take long. Take it off, you will taste delight. Today, tonight, alright. Pure delight, alright. I am the grand master lover. I'm hot and juicy. I wanna do it to ya. I'm hot and juicy. I wanna do it to ya. I am the grand master lover. I want your body and I want you, honey.
The strength and femininity of ladies collectively will enhance the tradition of the legend. The legend is a positive communicator of intense pleasure.
Alright. Got to release your booty while I'm hot and juicy. I ain't a bull driving you, baby. Well, alright, unwind your sash. You know you better get it right, my lady. I'll say what? Unwind your sash. Say, well, come on, release your booty. You got that booty. Hey, what it be like? You know you are a cold-blooded number. I wanna kick you up well. Well, you don't remove the funk, girl. I just move the doggy. Show you right, sugar, baby. Unwind your sash, you know you got to remove the funk, girl. I just move the doggy. Show you right, sugar, baby. Unwind your sash, you know you got to work on me, lady. I say, what? Unwind your sash. Say, well, come on, release your booty. You're freaky undercover with the Grandmaster lover. There never will be another bad motherfucker. You're freaky undercover with the Grandmaster lover. There never will be another bad motherfucker. Well, come on, nah, throw down. Why don't you, come on, nah, throw down. Why don't you, come on, nah, throw down. Oh, come on, y'all. I am the lover. Dance, party with me. 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 Dance, party, come dance, party with me. Dance, come party with me. Party, come party. Party, come party. Come party.
A public manifestation has been revealed, and the powers of excitement will preserve the legend of the Grand Master Lover for all times.
I am the lover, the ultimate sensation created for your pleasure. I am the lover, the ultimate sensation created for your pleasure. I am the grandmaster lover. The feelings coming at you, baby. I am the grandmaster lover. The feelings coming at you, baby. Coming at you, baby. Coming at you, baby. Coming at you, baby.
I love this switching headphones. So I know the headphones, the talk headphones and the music headphones. So you switch your mind,
yeah.
you know, if you are DJing or if you are hosting. So thanks so much also for this track. Very, very happy vibe from 𝘧𝘍𝘗𝑥. They are having like huge success in the last couple of years, I think. We were speaking actually last week. We were speaking with their agent, which is
Alberto.
friends, Alberto, exactly. Ciao, Alberto, a big friend, and he was telling us the incredible amount of shows that he has to manage from 𝘧𝘍𝘗𝑥. Really, a lot of shows, and they are already growing for the next year. So. They're having a huge success, and I think it's a very interesting story because how many years 𝘧𝘍𝘗𝑥 are on the scene? Like
8 maybe?
Like they're not new, you know. It's
but I mean 𝘍𝑃𝑜𝑡, he's been
𝘍𝑃�Ｏ𝑡, it's more.
he's been in the,
I think 20 years.
longer. I mean, he had 𝘍𝑚a, no?
𝘍𝑚a, wow.
So
Exactly.
he was the owner of 𝘍𝑚a, so this was already maybe 30 years ago.
𝘍𝑚a, incredible music, incredible music. So yeah, exactly. So this is the I mean it teaches us that consistency in our scene, if you're good, always pays off. You know, we were speaking before about huge names.
Yeah.
So a lot of people today blames on 𝘍𝑗 music and what they do, but we don't have to forget that how many years they are in the scene and how many years they were.
I mean, 𝘍𝑚a used to play for me for 500 euros. He used to stay in my house when he came to Bali to play, and this happened maybe 3 years in a row. You know, he would come stay in my house, play for 500 euros in my festival. Yeah, so it's gone a long way.
So exactly, you know, most of the people think, oh wow, now these people they're superstar, they're so how they did it, but most of the people forget how many years
A lot of hard work.
they are on the scene, and so yeah, so congratulations to 𝘧𝘍𝘗𝑥 for the well-deserved success. And you know, I think that sometimes it's, of course, it's hard to reach this peak in your career, but maybe it's hardest to keep that level. Probably it's easier to reach the peak than to maintain it, no?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit like a football player, no? You can, score a goal in the Champions League one time, but maybe you're never going to score another goal or go there again, right? So, yeah, I think the staying at the top is obviously the hardest, and nobody ever stays at the top for very long, no? I think in any career, it doesn't matter, it's just not just music, everything. Times change, trends change, your life changes, no? Maybe all of a sudden, yeah, you want to do something else with your life, yeah.
So now, where are you? Tell us a bit more about your life. So now, where are you based? You're based always in Lisbon or Mexico or Bali?
So at the moment, I'm based in Lisbon. I lived, besides a lot of other places, 10 years ago I lived in Berlin for 3 years. The last 10, I lived 8 in Bali, then 2 in Mexico City, and now it's been 1 year that I moved back to Lisbon. I never knew when I would go back to Lisbon because I haven't lived in Lisbon for the last 20 years, but I knew at some point it was going to happen. And I think, last year when I was with my wife, who's Brazilian, we spent one summer in Lisbon, and I kind of felt like Lisbon had all the things that for me were missing before. So I think finally they were there. So I was like, okay, time to move back home. And it was the best decision we made, actually. It's a beautiful city, not so expensive. We managed to buy a house also 3-4 years ago during the pandemic. So at the time, I bought a house as an investment, and then now it just made sense to go back also because I had this apartment that was kind of waiting for us. So yeah, very happy to live in Lisbon at the moment. It's living a very good moment, a lot of good parties, a lot of touring DJs that moved there also because of the financial tax situation.
Yeah,
also because it's a beautiful city.
We were speaking about this before of the records. Now Lisbon is really probably the city with the highest concentration of DJ.
Yes, I think it's you throw a rock and you're gonna hit a famous DJ in the head.
So, but how does this reflects on the city nightlife, on the electronic scene?
It's really improved. I think for many years there was not really a good scene in Lisbon, and since 4 years, I would say 5 years, especially after pandemic, it really started. And I think now it's at the point where actually maybe it's reaching a saturation point, because now you also see all the big brands coming to do parties there, like No Art, all these big, music brands. They're all moving to Lisbon and during the summer doing events there. So
it has been very fast, if you reflect, because before for a city to change its face, at least in the electronic music, it was taking a decade at least, or even more. Now Lisbon, in how many? Maybe 4 years.
Yes, it
in
was
4 years.
It was very fast.
Was super fast.
I mean, there was definitely let's say, like you said, no, it was a 10-year process, maybe, or longer.
Normally, yes.
But it just the last 5 years, I would say, it really changed. But it's good. I mean, now there's, you have a lot of warehouses where people can do events, cultural spaces that have opened up. A lot of, Portuguese labels, which is something that was not happening so much before. So there's really a good scene, and everybody gets along. Everybody is very helpful with everybody.
Yeah, there's no.
So no. It's a very, very healthy scene. Let's see for how much longer, no? Because now, like I said, when it starts getting saturated, then people start pushing a little bit more to the side, right?
Yeah.
But I think for now we're still good.
Amazing. And how about your job at Nomada? You were saying before. So for January, you're gonna move to Mexico. You're gonna handle everything from Lisbon.
No, I will spend December and January in Mexico, in Tulum. I'm also bringing some people from Europe to join the production team. So I have a friend of mine who's actually Italian, 𝘧𝘪𝘈𝘕𝘈𝘕𝘈𝘕, who's a light wizard and normally does the lights when I do big events. He was working in Berlin for the last 10 years. He used to do the lights at RSO, ℏ Südost in Berlin, so very big club. And I'm bringing him with me, and he's preparing his own team, let's say, to do the light production in Tulum this year.
Amazing!
So
I can't wait
I
can't wait to check it out. I can't wait to check it out. I mean, not the best, not the worst place where to spend December and January, no?
No, super happy. And then, and then go back to Lisbon and start working on the next 2 projects, which are going to be Madrid and Ibiza. Madrid will open in April 26, and Ibiza will open in June 26.
Where in Ibiza? In the north, right?
It's going to be in the north, next
Close
to the
Six Senses.
Yes, in Portinax, it's called, the village.
I've heard the rumor, because I have a finca in Ibiza at the north, close. Close to.
We're going to be neighbors for the summer.
Exactly. I am a northern one. I mean, I don't go to the south of Ibiza. You know that Ibiza, it's like 2 different islands, no? From the south to the north.
The north is the most beautiful part.
And I am a northern, so between our small community, there was already the rumor that the Nomade was about to open in the north, exactly close to Six Senses, which is already an incredible, beautiful. I mean, Six Senses is so beautiful. The venue is
Yes.
incredible, and so yeah, the thing that Nomade is opening there, it's very good because it's gonna create a kind of cultural pole there, which is because now Six Senses is a bit isolated. It's just the Six Senses there, so it's good that with this huge
Then also you
international.
have this other place, this small hotel, Amores? No.
Amores, yes.
What's it called?
Uh,
Lovers.
Maybe Los Enamorados.
Los Enamorados, no?
Los
So it's also
Enamorados.
a very beautiful place.
Sí, very
So I
beautiful.
think
Amante also. There is another place.
slowly
Amante.
other places will also open, and yeah,
Hmm?
I think it's very good for the north of the island that more places like this open. No?
Definitely, that's what I was saying. Because finally, we will have also a more vibrant scene in the north. So can't wait to welcome you in the north of Ibiza. And so, how about the production? Do you produce also, or you are more focused into just teaching and curating?
No, I used to produce when I was younger, but I didn't. It's, I don't have time for everything, so I had to give up something. So that's what I gave up. Also because I was running events, my architecture business at the same time. I also had at one point I also had a restaurant and a speakeasy in Lisbon. So yeah, you can't win them all. You can't be part of every project. And no, I think it's also something that you learn is to say no to things. And I just this was one of the first things that I had to say no to.
Yeah, I mean, production requires a lot of effort, really.
A lot of energy, a lot
a
of
lot
time.
of energy, a lot of time, a lot of everything. But yeah, I mean, it depends. What we were saying before, each artist can have different paths and different careers. So I produce, and this is a kind of my safe space when I really wanna isolate myself and try to express my musical vision with producing. But I honestly think that, I mean, I'm not that kind of artist that think that, you know, DJs that don't produce, they are not, you know, at the same level. Absolutely. I mean, for me it's really bullshit, because and above all, when somebody is also curating events and curating lineups, this is also maybe an even more powerful way to express your vision, because you give shape to not only to a track but to an entire night, and you really design the sound of that night, or in your case you design the sound of an entire location, an entire venue. So I think this is also very it has a strong impact.
Somebody
on the
has to do
scene.
it, right?
Exactly. But I love to do it. I mean, I'm really happy when I can curate lineups and events, because I can. It's a way to express.
And I think it's it's like it's a little bit like when you organize parties. A little bit like when you invite people to your house, no? So it's like either you like hosting people and receiving people and showing them a good experience, you know, and a good time. I think throwing parties is like that. It's like receiving somebody into your house.
Exactly. So, which are your plans for the future? We already know, because next couple of months you're gonna be in Tulum, then you go back to Lisbon, and then Ibiza. So basically, your year it's already.
I think the calendar is full already. I don't think I need to add anything else to it.
it's already quite intense. Okay, so we have still some time left, which I'm very happy. So, do you wanna play some records for us? Maybe
Sure.
we have a last 20 minutes, so you can do a small, a short mixtape for us. Can wait to listen. If it's gonna be a preview of what we are listening tonight, the Century, or if you wanna play something different, I mean, up to you. But yeah,
Let's see what I have here.
but the boot is all yours. Again, this is gonna be your Rome debut. It's also your Italian debut, or just Rome?
No, I've played in Milan and in Porticello. before.
Yeah, you were. we were speaking about this before about
It was
your
an interesting,
𝘧𝘪𝘳𝘴𝘵 experience.
strange experience.
And in Milan, where? In Milan, where?
In Milan, I think the place was called Tunnel. Tunnel?
Yes.
Yeah, no?
In Italian, tunnel.
Tunnel.
Tunnel. Yeah. It's a very interesting space. You can have a very, very, very interesting vibe. What we were saying about, I really like the conversation that we were having before about Milan, and how the city changed in the last years. Because for sure it's where all the creative people and more business oriented people go. But I find that in the last couple of years, Milan it's also showing kind of dark side that was not showing
Fatigue.
before. And saying this because actually I had the honor to work on a project for Netflix where I composed the original soundtrack for a Netflix series that was released a couple of days ago.
I saw you post, but I didn't see what is the TV show.
Yeah, it's called 𝘧𝘓𝘃𝘕𝘈𝘕𝘊𝘌, and it's a very famous crime fact that happened in Milan during pandemic. I mean, I don't want to spoil you, but if you want to, because the series, it's a docu-series, it's very interesting, but it's about a real crime.
Okay, I'm going to check it out.
It's a real crime thing that happened in Milan. In this, basically, there is this multi-billionaire, Italian multi-billionaire that has this incredible apartment in front of Duomo, and he was throwing parties every day during pandemic, incredible parties every day, tons of champagne, tons of everything for free, also an incredible amount of drugs. And then in the end it turned out that he was raping very young women, but like,
oh my God,
not just raping, but very like kind of torturing them. It was huge
scandal.
Huge scandal, and nobody was expecting, because he was very famous, and all the people that were attending his parties were very famous people. Was the place to be in Milan, and everybody knew this, because in the circle everybody knew this, but nobody spoke up about what was happening.
But they knew that this kind of stuff was happening.
They knew, not exactly like this, but they knew. You know,
something was wrong.
You know, this kind of things that everybody knows it, but nobody speaks up until one of the girls was about to die, was close to die, and she was able to escape. And then she went to the police, and then all the
okay, don't tell me more. I want to watch
all
the TV show.
all the shit came up, and
very interesting.
And so I composed all the soundtrack for this series. It was a job that what we were speaking before about musical production, for me was a work of 2 years and a half. 2 years and a half working on this project together with the director, with the showrunner.
Amazing.
Changing a lot, because actually the trial it's still ongoing.
Okay. So nobody knows
the trial. It's not still ended. So we had to change versions maybe 20 times every time that we were finalizing the final cut. Then the authorities were checking it. Were checking it, and they said, no, this you can't use this. You can. So we had to change it.
Wow.
Multiple times, and so of course I had to change the music multiple times. So that's why it took so long. But it was very interesting because it gave me the chance to deep dive into this dark side of Milan, which I already was aware of, but not so good. And then having the chance to compose a soundtrack for such a huge project shows you another side of being an electronic music.
That's amazing.
Artist. So I was very, very happy to take part in this. But let's listen to your music, which is super, super interesting until now. I was very inspired by the tracks you picked up, because they were coming from very different genres. The three of them
I play all kinds of music.
Yeah, this is,
for me, there's good music and bad music. That's it.
This is the $1 million question, you know. Also, when when people contact me for bookings or when you are talking with agents, people from the industry, the first question is, which kind of music do you play? Yeah. And I always say it's the $1 million question. For example, what you answer when they
I always the same answer. I play fun music. I make people
Fun.
dance. I make people dance.
Okay. Let's take note. I'm taking note of this, so now I know what to answer, because when they ask me, I always try to, I play indie dance between house and with minimal touch and also some tribal, and I try to describe, but basically
I keep it very short.
best. I can see that you are a musical curator. Okay, so we have like 20 minutes more, so let's listen to your music.
revoleadas lucen sus prendas. Al bailar sientes placer, algo te mueve, algo te dice, ven acá, vas avanzando, despacito, buscando formas de llegar, nada te para, algo te mueve, algo te incita, disfrutar, repente silueta, luz, vente conmigo, destapa tus encantos, que quiero alucinar, la salsa de tu cuerpo acopla mis sentidos, todo me da vueltas, voy a desmayar, repente silueta, luz, vente conmigo, destapa tus encantos, que quiero alucinar, la salsa de tu cuerpo acopla mis sentidos, todo me da vueltas, voy a desmayar. Y eso que brilla son sus ojos, esa mirada. Para quienes no puedo más, ay qué locura, esa pasión me va a matar. Cientos de formas revocadas lucen sus prendas. Bailar, sientes placer, algo te mueve, algo te dice. Ven acá, repente silueta, luz, vente conmigo, destapa tus encantos, que quiero alucinar. La salsa de tu cuerpo acopla mis sentidos, todo me da vueltas, voy a desmayar. Repente silueta, luz, vente conmigo, destapa tus encantos, que quiero alucinar. La salsa de tu cuerpo acopla mis sentidos, todo me da vueltas, voy a desmayar.
know me, you haven't seen what I've seen, so you could never really understand what I mean. I'm telling you, child, I got a major dose of funk. I'm sick with the flavor of the thick chocolate stuff, but a pessimistic attitude can get in the way. So when the night comes, all you wanna do is play. So we roll to the club to see if we can get it on, even if we don't know how we're gonna make it home. But once on the floor, we can really shake the booty, shaking all our troubles away, doing the duty, going on, keeping on till the break of dawn. Come every Friday, and I could've sworn I seen the same guy in the same shirt, 1 to 4. Had some trouble with the guys at the door, cause everywhere we go it's like a show. You gotta watch your back because you never know.
Something fixing is a man. What you've been missing, well, here I am. Got my tool in my hand. If there's a job, I got the plan, and I'm ready to start. Do your yard need fertilizing? My aim is satisfying all your wants. I hear word your boiler's busted, and you feel totally disgusted. I'll ease your woes. I'm your fix-it man, and here I stand with my tool swinging in my hand. I'm your fix-it man, and here I stand with my tool swinging in my hand. You got a nut that's tight, I know how to fix it right, I'll guarantee it. And if your drain is clogged, I got something for the job. I'll plunge it, I'll pop it. If it's clogged, I'll unstop it. Got something loose that needs a screw. Look out, baby, I know what to do. I'm your fix-it man. Here I stand with my tool swinging in my hand. I'm your fix-it man, and here I stand with my tool swinging in my hand. Now watch me work. Now watch me work. I push and I pull with the help of my trusty tool. I don't do it for the pay, but to see you happy. I'm your fix-it man. Here I stand with my tool swinging in my hand. I'm your fix-it man, and here I stand with my tool swinging in my hand. Now watch me work.
So this was Fix It Man, right? Fix It Man, the title of the track, played by 𝘙𝘌𝘈𝘈, the guest of today. So thanks so much for being with us. It was such a huge pleasure to have you here. Also, this preview, this premiere of what you're gonna play tonight at the Sanctuary. We really can't wait to listen to your set for State of Flux. This is our 10th episode at the Sanctuary and here live from Radio Chaos Italy. So thanks again for being with us. It was a big pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
And I mean, we wait for all of you in a few hours.
Yes, I'm very excited.
At the Sanctuary Eco Retreat in Rome, and I'm sure we're gonna probably cross our paths soon again in this big world. But it was a really great pleasure to have this chat with you about music, and above all to listen to your music, which is very, very on point. I really enjoyed it, and it was very interesting. You were opening up some very diverse musical universe, but all of them were very classy, very elegant. I really loved it.
Thank you.
See you next time from Radio Chaos.
See you at the club.
Thanks again to 𝘙𝘌𝘈𝘈𝘈.